Hi everyone and welcome to episode number 16 of the Outcasts, where as you can see I did decide to do the Champions League quarter-final. I mentioned at the end of the last episode, depending on who we got really, and we only got Bayern Munich, so it's going to be a double live commentary. We've got a game against Stad Rem in the meantime, which is a bit random. Um, Overall, we're doing okay though. As you can see, the league title, um, every like, all of our challenges, I don't know what happened to them. Saint Etienne, a couple of episodes ago, they were like 3 points behind me, and they've just been in an awful run of form lately, and they've dropped off a lot. Like we're 22 points ahead of them, 23 points even. So I really don't know what's happened to them. They might not even like get into to Europe this next season. I'm not sure if this fourth place is a Champions League qualifier. I'm not sure it is. I think there's the Champions League and that's the Europa League. Then the other Europa League spaces will go to like the cups or something, but I'm not sure. So they might, like, if they've got 5 games to go in the season, they might just blow it and like not get anywhere. But one thing I need to talk to you about first is what was I going to talk about? The balance of our team, the finances. We're on minus 10, well, 11 million almost, making a loss for this season. But look at our transfer budget. Like, this has just been announced. I'll try and find it. Well, it's going to take forever because it's all about like how we've just won the league. I'll type in budget. Let's see. No. Let me quickly try and find it. I'll come right back. I've had a look and I can't find it. Basically, I was just going to look for what it actually said, where it said board announced initial budgets, because it actually said the wage budget was like 6 million, the transfer budget 340 million. And when I first read it, like I was playing through this save at like 6 a.m. This morning. I'm recording this on Tuesday the 2nd, so yesterday. By the time you see this video, and in my like half asleep days, I was like, I've got a 6 million transfer budget. What? And then I carried on reading. I was like, oh no, that's my wage budget. 6 million wage budget a week, and then a transfer budget of 340. Now I'm pretty sure our wage budget was something like 4.2 million. It seems to ring a bell. Oh, we're actually spending 3.5. So how the hell are we going to spend so much money on wages? Like, it's crazy. I've got a lot. I'll probably go in and try and sign Neymar again, but we probably won't get him again. I'll quickly go through the results since last time. So this loss was actually a win against Juventus. We played a few matches. We played Nice, beat them 2-1. Now this was an interesting match because Nice equalised in the 86th minute, and just before that, like 2 minutes before, I changed all my player instructions and tactics to go and like contain, and they actually scored to make it 1-1. I was like, oh, for fuck's sake, I've got to go change everything again. And so I went to overload, changed everything up, and it actually paid off. Marquinhos, I think he scored a rebound after somebody had shot, I can't remember who, but we got away with a 2-1 victory, which was quite good. Then we played Montpellier at home, beat them 5-0. Bale getting 2, Pogba, Matuidi and Marquinhos getting another goal there. 5-0, excellent performance. Hazard getting a 9 rating despite not scoring in this match. A few players got a 9 actually. Aguero got a 9 as well, and he didn't score. You would thought he would have if he got like 5 goals. Obviously Marquinhos and Aurier as well getting good ratings, and Kazawa, but great performance there, 5-0. Then we played Monaco, which was always going to be a tough game. We actually play them in the cup final coming up very, very soon. You'll see that in the live commentary as well. And I thought playing them away from home would be tricky. We've only lost one league game this season, but we thumped them 3-0 away from home, which was excellent. Bale scoring after 2 minutes. Thiago Silva getting 2 goals. So my centre-backs are scoring lots of goals lately. And not that I'm complaining, but they were both headers from corners. Pretty comfortable victory, really. They didn't really threaten us. And they've actually been on a run of decent form as well. They've came up the league. They were like 6th and 7th earlier in the season. They're now 2nd, so good on them. Then we played Saint Etienne, who I mentioned before, they're my Boga team, but I beat them last time. I beat them again this time. where we didn't actually play great in this match. Aguero getting an early goal. We do score a lot of early goals with the tactic that I play. They equalised on 33 minutes. It was very much against the run of play. Then we actually got a penalty just before half time, which Hazard's normally my taker, but I took him off because he had a little injury. It wasn't a serious one. As you can see, Bale also got an injury in this match. But Aguero took the penalty and scored to make it 2-1. Now, I don't know what to think of Aguero because I think he scored about 10 goals for us in the league or something. It's not great, but I've been rotating between him and Ibra. But whenever he's like one-on-one, I have no confidence in him scoring. He misses so many opportunities before he actually scores. So out of my 3 big transfers last summer, which was obviously Bale, Hazard and Aguero. Aguero's definitely been the worst one, and he actually cost the most money as well. So, what you know, then we actually moving on to the game against Rennes, where they got a red card after 14 minutes. Now this is completely random as hell, because Hazard had the ball on the left wing, like sort of where like the manager's dugouts would be. He was like that wide, like that far up the pitch. And then it said Armand tackled, like Hazard didn't even pass the ball. He was just running with the ball. Like he had nothing. Like he wasn't looking to pass it or anything. But then it popped up saying Armand fouled Ibra, who was the last man, and he was the last man. Sorry, but like Hazard didn't pass to him or anything. He wasn't involved or anything. But Armand got sent off for it. Now, a funny thing is about this one, as you can see, it took us a while to actually break them down. I can already tell this video is going to be quite long today. I've got 2 matches to go and I'm rambling already. But my normal 4-1-2-1 formation, I'll show you anyway. This is the formation that I mean. It's easier to picturise it, if that's a word. But my normal formation, like this, if I need a goal, I'll take my defensive midfielder and put him up front. Now, in this match against, I think it was Rennes, Pogba came off. I put Matuidi in midfield, and Cavani came up front with Ibra. I think it was. I can't remember if it was Aguero or Ibra. But changing to the 4-4-2 really helped us, and we scored 4 late goals. So a change of tactics worked. Then we played Valenciennes, which wasn't a great performance, 1-1, but I was sort of rushing through the matches because the league's pretty much over, and it showed in this next match. Now, we didn't actually win the league by winning this match. Monaco played the day after and dropped points, which was a bit disappointing. I actually wanted it to be this match against Stade Reims, where we won the league, so I could sort of like mention it in all 3. But Monaco bottled it before it. So the match, it's actually a derby match against Marseille. We beat them 4-0. I did rotate my team a little bit for this match. Probably 3 or 4 players. Well, no, it's a strong team. It's just Cavani started. No, apart from that, it's pretty much the first team. But then obviously I can make my subs pretty early. I think actually I took Hazard off like straight away. That's why his rating's so low. I think we were 3-0 up and he had like a little knock, so I took him off straight away just to rest him so that he was available for today's matches against Bayern. Now, unfortunately, Aguero did pick up an injury. He's out for 5 to 6 weeks and he can't play. But as you can see for Bayern, Lewandowski's doubtful. He won't play. He's got like another week left. Vidal's out as well. Batstuber, Ribery is unregistered, which is weird. Ribery's contract actually runs out at the end of the season. I've tried to get him in on a free transfers, like a backup option, but he won't come to me, which was a bit disappointing. Same with Goethe as well. And I'm really surprised that they're letting Goethe's contract run down. But I'm even more surprised that Goethe won't even talk to me about moving to PSG. So I've mentioned that I want to change my formation to this sort of formation. And I think Goethe would be like a good backup option there. I don't think he'd be a starter for us. What have I done here? I need to change that back to support. But this is the team that we're going to play against Bayern. Now, we've just won the league, so morale is superb at the moment. And with them having a few injuries, I decided I'm going to play my normal game, like how I would play against Bordeaux or someone. I'm confident in my team that we're better than them. This is how I usually line up. So we'll see if it actually works for us. Now, I don't think it will. We have been on a good run of form, but I don't know. So anyway, I'm going to head straight into the match, so we'll see if it actually works. So I'll be right back. Now, this is the formation that Bayern are going to play, and immediately it screams at me that they're going to counter-attack on us while we attack them. So we've got to be careful of that. So they've got Neuer, Alaba, Boateng, Orban, Lam. Now, I'm not going to lie, I'm not sure who Orban is. I'll quickly check. 24-year-old. Did he start with them? No, they've actually signed him this season from Leipzig. Not a bad profit for them for one season. I'll head back into the match. So hopefully I didn't actually take a look at his stats. Is he actually any good? Well, he's decent. I suppose we could look to take advantage of that. But they've got Javi Martinez to sort of protect him there. They've got Robin, Alonso, Højbjerg, I can't pronounce it, but yeah, and Muller and Lewandowski. Now, I always have I'll start the match, but I always have the opposition formation down here because I imagine they'll change it a lot. And I also think that my tactics won't work because I'm trying to play tiki-taka sort of football, but I'm not sure it'll work against Bayern anyway. Is Aurier, Verratti, out to Aurier again. Come on, get a cross in. Yes, Ibra. Come on. Ooh, an early goal would have been fantastic for us there. Now, I hate playing the first leg at home because then you never know what... I'd rather play the away leg first and know what I've done away from home. But we just have to deal with it, I guess. Here's Matuidi, Verratti, Martinez. Is that going to be a red card? I think it might be. Come on, send him off. It is a red card. A two-footed lunge after 6 minutes. Now, I'm awful at playing against 10 men. I'll say that to you right now. But what I'm going to do is, obviously I've paused it, play wide, and you can see by their formation they're playing quite narrow. So this is what I did the match against Rennes when they just had a player sent off against us. So I might go to attacking because obviously we can try and kill off the game in the first leg now. I'll go to attacking. Why not? Come on, there's a highlight now. Alonso, Højbjerg, Alonso, Muller, Lewandowski's through on goal. Ooh, good save, Lloris, and Aurier will be able to sweep that up. That's what I'm saying about them countering on us. That was a terrible clearance. Pogba gets it. Ibra, Bale. Pogba, Ibra. Hazard. Yes, he's got it back. He's in the box. Oh. Why did he just do that? Oh, he just overran it, I guess. It's the most frustrating way to end a highlight. But you can already tell that Bayern are going to try and get away with a 0-0 here. But I might try... we've got a highlight. Come on, let's get a goal half an hour in. Alonso clears it. Thiago Silva will get that. Verratti, Bale, Ibra has got the fullback, but he goes to the other fullback. Aurier to Bale. It's 1-0. Get in. That is a fantastic start for us in this match. I sort of... Well, obviously the red card played a part, but me deciding to go for it, play my normal style of football. So I'm going to go back to standard because that's how we normally play. There's a highlight though. Let's try and counter on them. Kazawa, boot it. Ibra's free on the halfway line. Not anymore though. Aurier to Bale. A second before half time would be excellent. Pogba through to Ibra. Hazard almost got there. Matuidi, good tackle. Marquinhos. Aurier, please continue this highlight. Bale. Hazard's got it. Ooh, should have scored that. Wow. We're playing really well, but playing away from home to Bayern, it'll be completely different. So we need to try and get a second goal. I'll go to control just until half time. Perhaps in the second half as well, I'm not sure. There we are. It's half time. We're 1-0 up. I would have taken that before the game. Don't get me wrong, yeah. But there's Hazard's playing a 6-1-5. That's horrible. But obviously we're playing against 10 men. I'm not sure whether to change it to 4-4-2 though. You know what? I'm going to risk it. Hazard's not playing well, but I'm going to keep him on. Normally it's either Pogba, Verratti or Matuidi that I'll take off. I'm actually going to take off Verratti because it's just down to fitness. And we're going to bring on Cavani. I'd rather bring on Aguero, obviously, but he's injured. Now, the way that I played... Ibra was supposed to be like a trek. Cavani as a complete forward support. Then Matuidi is a box-to-box midfielder. We'll play a higher tempo. Yeah, I think that'll be okay because I feel like we have to attack them now, and they might sit back more than normal. This highlight probably won't. I didn't do a team talk at half time, did I? What an idiot! I'm too busy sorting out my tactics. Oh well, we just have to deal with it, I guess. It's unfortunate, but you just have to deal with it. Come on, Aurier. Matuidi, Aurier again. Matuidi, Pogba. Come on, get a good cross in. Ooh, Cavani almost got there. Pogba heads it on to Kazawa. Away to Aurier. Whips it in. Ooh, unlucky. We've got them pinned back at the moment. Kazawa. Ibra. Hazard. 2-0. Exactly what we wanted. I didn't do our team talk at half time, but it doesn't make a difference. Hazard's 29th goal of the season. Get in. We haven't really dominated a big side like this. Well, not on this series anyway. Right, 58 minutes in. I'm going to make a substitution. Obviously, we made one at half time. Hazard, he could do with coming off, I guess. Thiago Silva is actually going to come off first. I'll bring on Zuma. I like playing Zuma as the stopper. I might regret this because we might concede an away goal, but I'm going to go to attacking. Here we are. There's a highlight straight away. I'd never like that when I changed like my style of play. Here's Orban. Kimmich. Who the hell's Kimmich? Thiago, Alaba, Muller. Kazawa's intercepted that. Come on. Ooh, Cavani was almost in. He might still be in. Come on, get across. Cross. Yes. Ibra, Bill, get in. 3-0. We are walking away with it now. Now I'm going to take it off attacking because that's all that I needed. I wanted, well, I said at least 2-0, but I was picturing 3-0 in my mind as like a good result. And changing to 4-4-2 definitely worked. Now I just need to make sure that I don't concede an away goal. Right, 67 minutes. I think Hazard will be coming off. Oh, I could actually take off Kazawa or Aurier. Yeah, I might do that, and I might just rest Hazard at the weekend. Or he's playing 8 now. I'll take off Kazawa just because he's got a yellow card. But I'm going to change him to support. I'm honestly torn between putting it to attacking or not. I'll do it. I'll go to attacking because you never know, they might thump us at the Allianz Arena. Come on. Zuma to Bale. Long ball, picks out Ibra. Cavani was almost in there. Matuidi. Pogba. Hazard. We're just dominating them now. Arbeloa to Pogba. Arbeloa. Hazard. Oof, Bale almost was in at the back post there. Oriel will pick it up. Matuidi, Bale. Ibra, 4-0. Get in. This is by far the best live commentary that I've done so far. Just a fantastic performance. 4-0 against Bayern Munich. Obviously, the red card made a difference. It would have been interesting to see what would have happened if there wasn't a red card. Right, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to be sensible now. I'll go to standard, lower tempo. No, we'll keep it wide. But I'm not going to look for the overlap anymore. My defenders can stay back. Retain possession, but we'll go short passing. In fact, no, we'll go direct passing. No, sorry, short passing. Because obviously we want to have retain possession on. Now, whenever I put be more disciplined on, it's like a surefire way for me to concede. So I hate this instruction this year. I always like sort of forgive it, and I was like, yeah, I'll try it out again. It might work. But I just always seem to concede when I've got it on, so I don't do that. Instead, I like to have stick to positions on. That's what I've been going with as like an alternative. But there's 10 minutes to go. I haven't made all my subs. There's a highlight. I might make it 5-0 actually. That would be amazing. Imagine if we blew it. Is Hazard. Come on, get a good crossing. We've got 2 good headers in the box. Cavani, 5-0. Wow, this honestly, 5-0. Right, I'm glad that the match against Stade Rennes, like they got a red card after about the same amount of time as Javi Martinez did, and it took me into like the 60th minute to like change my tactics, to counteract that. There it is full time. So I sort of learned from that in this match and changed formation a lot sooner. And that's how we picked up a fantastic 5-0 victory against Bayern Munich. Honestly, that is crazy. Now, we've got a match against Stade Rennes, which I can't be bothered doing, but I'm going to have to do it. I don't like holidaying matches because I don't trust the computer. So I'll play it quickly off screen. And I'll come back and let you know what happened, and then we'll head into the second leg where, fingers crossed, we don't blow it. But honestly, I can't see us not being in the semi-final of the Champions League. So I'll be right back in just 1 second. So it's second leg time. The match that I've just played in between these 2 legs against Stade Rennes, it was 1-1. I did rest quite a lot of players. Aurier and Zuma were suspended, so they got rested anyway. Bale and Hazard didn't start. Pogba didn't start. And I ended the match with Thiago Motta as a centre-back, and he actually cost us the equaliser. So he finished 1-1 against Stade Rennes. I've still only lost once in the league, which I'm quite happy about. Hopefully next season we can get that elusive unbeaten league run, which is something that I'm trying to do in this series, because the league's not strong. I should be able to do it. It's just my silly tactics that lost it against Bordeaux. I probably should have just played for the draw, but overcommitted and got done on the counter-attack. So looking at Bayern Munich's team today, in fact, I'll talk you through my tactics. I went on counter because obviously they need to attack us, so we can try and counter on them. Went deeper instead of, I usually have it on slightly higher. Run at defence instead of dribble less, which I usually have on. We don't have look for overlap on, which we usually do. A normal tempo instead of a lower one. I think that was about it. Oh, closing down sometimes instead of more as well. That's how I usually had it. But their lineup, they're playing a lot more positive formation this time. Same defence. Thiago is in midfield starting this time. Came on as a sub in the last match, I think. Then they've got Koeman, Muller and Lewandowski. They've got the young Danny Welbeck as well on the bench. We're playing the normal team, normal formation. I probably should have went with 2 defensive midfielders, but we've got such a comfortable lead that I don't think that I needed it. But let's see what happens in this match. In before I lose 5-0, which would be hilarious. It would make an interesting video for sure. Anyway, I would actually rage so much if that actually happens. All we need is one away goal. We've got through 10 minutes. Not a lot happened. You would expect Bayern to have more possession, which they have. Here we are. There's the first highlight. 13 minutes in. Højbjerg to Muller. Our team's not really used to playing on the counter attack. That's one thing that I'm worried about. But still, it's not bad enough for it still is 5-0, I don't think. He's Koeman. dribbles past two people with ease, and he shoots. Muller at the back post. Oh, Lloris made a good save initially, but the rebound, an easy tap in for Muller in the end. Coleman, I should really look at signing him, really. A nice French player for my team. But well, there's actually another highlight. What I might do if we concede here, which is probably likely, I might switch to defensive and just try and see the match out. Here's Boateng, Thiago, Coleman, Matuidi. That's a superb sign tackle. I was worried that he was going to get sent off then, like Martinez did in the first leg. Here's Ibra's throw and goal. Come on, let's get that away goal. Ibra, get in. Oh, is he offside? The linesman wasn't moving, so I thought he was offside, but he isn't apparently. I always look at the linesman because on previous FM games, he used to get so many offside decisions, so I was sort of expecting that. But it never came, so that's fine by me. I don't think he was offside. I was just worried because the linesman didn't move. But tactically, we're doing all right. We pulled the possession back a little bit. Only had that one shot though. Here's Muller. Alaba, good save by Lloris. But obviously it means that they need to score. Well, if they score 5 goals and it's 6-6 on aggregate, we go through on away goals. So they need to score 6. Here's Hazard anyway. Hazard's in. Oh, he's got to score from there. Honestly, it was 5-0 in the first leg. It could have been so much more as well. And that could have been 2-1 to us right there in the second leg. Pogba's giving it back to Coleman. But the highlight ended, so that's fine by me. As we're struggling to keep possession, yeah, well, we're not going to dominate possession at the Allianz Arena, I'm afraid. But half-time, 1-1, absolutely fine by me. I'll probably end up switching to defensive at some point in this half. Probably even contain as well, just to see it out. I know I probably don't need to, but it's just I want to try and win the match really. Right, 55 minutes in, I'll make a sub. Ibra's injured, so I'm going to actually have to make a sub straight away. He's playing at 8.2 as well. I'll bring on Cavani. It's a decent option. Cavani is my third choice striker. It's a great option really. Should I make my second sub now as well? Who else do we have? Kawaz is on 75%. Yeah, I'll bring on Arbeloa. And I'll tell my fullbacks to defend because Coleman is causing us all sorts of trouble. And I'll save my final sub for a bit later in the match as well. I think they've just said they brought Robin on. Right, final substitution time. Not a lot happening in the second half. Verratti perhaps. I'll bring on Motta and change to 2 defensive midfielders. Yeah, I think that's sensible. And I'll go on to defend. Let's see, have a look at my instructions. That'll do. In fact, no. What's my passing like? Yeah, it's on direct. That's probably okay. I should really have shoot on sight on instead of work ball to the box, but I didn't want to really. They brought on Goethe for Højbjerg. They haven't changed formation, which is a bit weird. They brought on Benatia now, which is weird, but it's changing the centre backs. Unless they're going to put him up front, which they haven't. Benatia to Thiago. Robin. Yeah, Aurier will have that, but he gives it away to Thiago. Muller. Philipp Lahm. Lewandowski, Zuma, good tackle. He gives away a penalty. Motta. He was at fault for the goal in the last match as well. And now he goes and concedes a penalty. No wonder I want rid of him. Definitely going to have to sign a defensive midfielder in the summer so that I don't need to use Thiago Silva anymore. But Xabi Alonso probably won't miss. No, he doesn't. Pretty much straight down the middle, 2-1. But they only need another 5 goals. Zuma. Ooh, Thiago. They're pushing forward now. Closing us down high up the pitch. Robin, early cross, Marquinhos, good interception. Thiago, we just keep giving it away to them when we clear it. Lahm. Zuma again. Back. Ooh, almost back to Thiago. We sort of won the second ball there. We're doing well to get it out, but we're just not getting it past that first man. Lam to Muller. They've got to just pin back now like we did to them in the first leg. Lam's got a bit of space. Lewandowski, good save. Robin scores. And that is time. Well, it tells me that we should go to contain. Yeah, we'll look to waste time. We don't really need to play it out of defence. We'll just clear it to the flanks. Work ball to the box. We'll shoot on side. Why not? Stick to positions. Stay on feet. Tight marking. Just see out the match. 3-1. It's not a bad defeat, really. We were doing all right until we conceded the penalty. I think that was like the turning point, really. But in the grand scheme of things, we're going to be comfortably through on aggregate, really. Unless we have a major collapse in the final few minutes. Pogba will pick that up. Motta, Marquinhos, Lloris. Cavani's nowhere near that. Alonso, Robin, Thiago. Thiago's played well against us, to be fair. Here's Lam. Aurier will get it out. Bill again. Come on, 88 minutes now. They need 4 goals. Here's Lam. Muller. Ooh, what a save by Lloris. Honestly, Lloris is making wonder saves this season. He's excellent for us. Thiago. Zuma heads it out. Come on, just end the highlight, please. Back out to Thiago. That's a great pass. Muller. Muller could have probably turned there, which is strange. He didn't. But that's going to be it. It looks like we're into the last 15 seconds. 6-3 on aggregate. If you told me that was going to happen before we started the first leg, I wouldn't have believed you. 3-1, we lose the second leg. I'm not really too concerned because the tie was over anyway. But to win, I'll tell them I'm not going to be too hard on them for losing 3-1 when we beat them 5-0 in the first leg. But there we are, guys. We only had 5 shots compared to their 20. The next episode is actually going to be in a couple of days' time. I'll probably go and record it straight away, actually. So you'll actually see who we draw in the Champions League in the next episode, so you'll have to stay tuned for that. And we'll also live commentate the League Cup final against Monaco. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.